fl0m, what? Why'd you link Stanislaw? Oh shit. So the coach of Wildcard left? That's what you leaked? So looks like Wildcard coach is now leaving for a new project. Let me see. It was a pleasure, Vincent. Together we were able to rise to the top 16 in the world. Short amount of time, despite all the distractions. Bro, I like how everybody at Wildcard is just like, bruh, it's got to be insane. They literally are performing well out of spite. That's not how you and I wanted to end things, but it was out of our control. Oh boy. All right. So Wildcard is a cluster. Hopefully we can meet again. Leaving Wildcard and looking for a new project. Thank you for the time. And looking for a new project. All right. After a long and intense journey with Wildcard and terminate. We terminating my contract early. Okay. Which means I'm available to start a new project in just a few days with full agreement from Wildcard. Okay. So they're dropping their coach. Okay. I'm proud of what we achieved together. 2 majors, legend stage in Shanghai, and going far beyond expectations, especially considering that our original goal was to simply reach the 2nd major in Austin. That is quite impressive. To be fair, that is a very realistic goal to start. Actually, that's kind of where I would have put things as well. What I'm proud of, though, is the incredible progress we made as players brought together. This lineup is a mix of players searching their own path, all of them except Stan without big achievements before experience the best moments of their careers here. That means the world to me. My vision with Peter and the orgs has become completely different, but my vision with Peter and the organizations has become completely different. So we got a lot of conflicting vision. There's a lot of vision right here. I don't have great vision of this post, but there seems to be a lot of vision in general at Wildcard. A lot of visionaries over at Wildcard, a lot of chat GPT users, a lot of tier 3 AI subscribers. But even though I'm someone who does not mince words when it comes to organization, I believe that what happened in the locker room should stay in the locker room. Thank you for this time, Wildcard, and good luck to me. I don't throw shade, but I would throw shade, but I fucking won't throw shade. But I fucking know. Shitty font? What do you mean? This is crystal clear. That's what chat told me. Thank you for this time, Wildcard. Good luck with your vision for the team. I would like to add that I'm proud that under our leadership, Wildcard participated in 2 majors in a row and made its first appearance on the CS2 scene. Thank you for allowing all the players for your work dedication. Fozzy, Sonic, JBA, Sus, Viku, Peeping. In particular, I'd like to thank Peter. From day one, it seemed to me that we were really on the same page. Working with you is a pure pleasure and an honor. I hope we'll work together again someday. Thank you to the management and staff for the journey we shared. I don't need a break. I feel a huge sense of unfinished business and even bigger drive to prove what I can do. I truly believe I can build another major team. I'm open to working in the CS region, Europe, Americas, Asia. I also see myself creating a new project on the North American scene, while making no secret of the fact that in such case that would be possible. I would want to lead this project with Stanislaw as captain. Huh? Wait. I'm open to working in any region. I also see myself creating a new project on the North American scene while making no secret of the fact that in such a case, if that'd be possible, I would want. So he's saying, bro, come with me. He said, bro, is this a love letter? This might be. Bro said, I'm not fucking leaving without my captain, dude. He said, I'm leaving, but I just want to get away from Wildcard, man. Well, we'll get into the whole team in general here. So I'll talk about. I would want to lead this project with Stan. I really like this scene. I've met some great people. Oh damn, bro. Chatty's talking about NA scene, bro. What the hell? This is the nicest thing anybody's ever said about the North American Counter-Strike scene. This is it. This one line right here. This is the nicest thing I've ever seen. This is the nicest fucking thing. I met some great people, and I know that we can repeat the success of our first lap and even surpass it. All we need is trust. I'm also open to joining a coaching staff in an already established team in the role of an assistant second coach. So he doesn't have anything lined up. Sounds like he wants to stay in NA and start a new project with Stan. Actually, that's really, he's literally saying, I need to get out of this wildcard shit. I would love to keep coaching. I like it here. I'd like to stay here. Can I bring Stan? This is like a love letter to Stan and an open invitation to an org and a coach saying, I would love to make this happen. Problem, it's just a tough spot right now, man. So the problem with this, first off, just talking about what Vince and Stan did, their original goal was to make Austin. Then they ended up making Legends of Shanghai, and they still made Austin, but they just bombed out. Yeah. I do feel like at the end of the day, Wildcard came out of nowhere. We're completely blessed, basically, to have Vince and Stanislaw at the helm. And it shows you what you can do when you have a coach and an IGL on the same page, right? I just, reading all of this, putting it, kind of summing up how I feel about this is, I feel like it just shows that when you have a coach and an IGL on the same page, I'm not saying you'll necessarily become the best team in the world, But I think that even with younger players, inexperienced players, lesser players, whatever you want to say, I think that combination can overachieve in some scenarios. I think if you had looked, if you were truly honest with yourself and you looked at the roster that Wildcard had before the major runs and the majors they qualified for, I don't think anybody would have at the time picked them to make the major, let alone make the major multiple times. That's what I take out of this is like this. And then as soon as you, like, the only reason they missed this major, truly, the only reason they missed this major is because of the management. And seems like Vinz is leaving Wildcard, and I'm not sure if, I'm not sure what's going on here. But in terms of what Vinz wants to do, where he's basically saying he would like to stay in the North American scene and start a new project with Stan, I just don't know how realistic that is. Like, it's actually just really hard to see that being realistic at all. Because the only way that this would happen is somebody like, I'm going to just call that, I don't want to say rage baiting, but all these baiting orgs that sit on the outside and like every 6 months do the same thing of, we're looking at Counter-Strike, but they don't do anything. Look at you, Sentinels, Envy. This would be where that'd be the only way it makes sense. You know what I mean? Where like one of them is like, okay, we'll come in and they just buy out Stan. You just like, that's it, because they're probably not going to have the means or can justify buying out anyone else. And then you have to sign another roster that already exists because of the way VRS works. Like if they were to, and that is one of the drawbacks of VRS. In a lot of ways, it rewards teams for playing together and being together, but you would have to basically sign, like, I think Getting Info just got a sponsor. I'm not sure, but you'd have to like go with Boss. You know what I mean? Like that's where you'd want to go then, or something like that. Is like you sign this roster to get this roster's VRS points, and then you build out this roster and keep some of its parts. Jason Lake comes in to save the day again. I don't think Jason Lake's in a position to be buying anybody out, man. I'm just going to be real. I think if he was, he would have stuck around a little bit longer. And I just think that, and it's not his fault. I'm not like Jason Lake, I'm sure wants to, but it just has to make sense. It's tough, man. It's tough. Should VRS reset if management changes, in your opinion? Well, this is one coach, so absolutely not. No, I mean, it's fine. It's tied to a core group of players. I think that's fine. I think there's no perfect system with rosters. I think that I'm sure we can even tweak VRS further when it comes to roster moves. But no, I mean, I definitely don't think management should have any, like, organizations should not own the spots. No. Absolutely not. It should be tied to players and the core of the players. But yeah, this is once again, like the way this is kind of structured, and then talking about, and then, Stanislaw also saying despite all the distractions. Yeah, bro, it's crazy how, when you look at the scope of how much of a clown car the Wildcard organization is, how well the players performed in that situation is kind of insane. I feel like they actually basically made the major out of spite multiple times. It's kind of nuts. I wonder if this will end up happening. I do think if you're an organization, this is where you should start, though. Like, if you actually, like, if Sentinels were actually serious, which I'll be real, I don't think they are. And this isn't me trying to, like, bait. I personally think that org owners love to bait communities to engage with them and their organizations. And instead of actually being meaningful, they just say things off the cuff to basically farm a clip. And I think quite a few organizations are very good at doing that. They know which communities will buy into that faster and who will spread that around a little bit. They know who to farm, they know how to farm, and they will farm it. I don't think anybody's serious, but if they were, this is how I personally think you should start a team. Like if you were going to do it, if Sentinels were serious, this is how I would start it. I doubt it, though. I doubt it. I'm not trying to get anybody's hopes up. I'm not trying to become one of the farmers as well. But I just think it'd be really good, man. I think it'd actually be good. I mean, they literally got Wildcard to 2 fucking majors with basically nothing. If you gave them a little bit of time, I'm sure they could actually at least make the majors, which is like the first step for a lot of orgs getting into Counter-Strike. Teams NA's Last Hope, sponsored by fl0m and Monster. That being said, guys, FML, make sure you guys go to fl0m.com and check out the merch, okay? Subscribe to the fl0m Clips and Highlights channel. Thank you. Appreciate you. Ring the bell and leave a comment below about what you think about Wildcard management.